secret life that this person had. I don't know if that's based on particular information to Phil's point that they had learned, but also that he had rented out a room, I guess it was the week before at a prior music festival.
That's right. So this is just consistent with there was a lot of planning. Perhaps he even had a different target in mind at one stage, but preferred having the elevated view over the concert. When you look at this press conference, I think there was, sort of clear tension, or at least sort of the sheriff wanting to sort of give more information. The FBI essentially standing up there saying only the facts, only the facts. Something the sheriff said that we've been talking about the last 2 days. He finds it inconceivable that something like this could have been planned for so long, and that he was unassisted. And those are his exact words. Do you think he could do this unassisted? Do you think that these interviews are leading to questions about if others new co-conspirators with the girlfriend? She may be cooperating now. She may not be cooperating later. She may constructively have knowledge of something that's happened, but not as much as her experience, her own memory, realize that is what exactly is being planned. These investigations will take a long time. But definitely the sheriff has a theory of the case, and so this investigation is going to move forward.
Yeah, so what, I mean, to you, the idea of the explosive left in the vehicle, and this is what the sheriff said, does it seem to you that there may be some idea in the person's mind that they had some sort of exit strategy or exit idea of moving elsewhere?
There's a couple of characteristics of the explosives that I find curious. We've heard about two explosives mentioned. One is ammonium nitrate that is actually used with other materials for backpack bombs. Why did we acquire that stuff we never used? And if there are triggers in that and not to pursue building bombs. There's a reference to Tannerite. I probably know more about that as that idea. That seems to be cinematic for that. That if you put a small amount of that in place and you pop it with a rifle, you get large explosive effects. If you want to use that over time in some locations to create a diversion. The answers about those explosives, I think, will help us on a couple of questions, Anderson. One is what the sheriff was talking about. Did he want to escape? Did he ever other locations he was thinking about? And two, why did he acquire this material and not use it? Was there a trigger that led him to choose that part in that location before he could fully develop the plot? That to me is the biggest question. I know a lot of questions in this case. Those explosives, that's the scary part right there. What was he planning to do with it? I mean, just go fire and leave in the vehicle. Do not have a plan for it. The Tannerite was set up for more than that. So, was he using it as a vehicle to build explosives? The other thing that I got to say is terrifying. I keep coming back to the intervention earlier that John, the first responders, the amount of not only we don't know how many shell cases that are absolutely have. They have to have habit for that. The amount of munitions that you still have available to him, and had he chosen to continue firing, I mean, that's all it's intelligent and good. And another thing that he brought up is talking about the gunshot that he's used, this weapon.
Hey, Brian.
Hey, yeah, I know you've got a lot going on. That means you're working the way all the time.
Well, that's all right.
Hey, mine is, I don't know how you do this in 5 minutes, but the short story is I want to talk about architecture for BP. And I ran a couple ideas past Alex. First, Derek, I'm sorry. And there's a couple parts to it. One of them is, and then one of them, sorry, my phone's like crazy. I think that the architecture diagram we have, and with all the stuff just really complicated. And there's a lot of moving parts. Sometimes it's called for me, all of it. I think there's probably someone too applied the other day and said, this shouldn't be a complicated endeavor. We have this documentation that shows how to solve software documentation, shows how to figure an indexing location, and then documentation that does how to snapshot that, whatever was gathered into a place where it would then be set up into that staging instance. And then recipe then moved up to the production side. I think we could illustrate that really easily. I think that the indexing aspect of it, I feel like I have the perception, maybe I'm wrong, but I think that it sounds like from Sam that we're specifying a location is actually a pretty large amount of work that might take a lot of time, and that those locations might be used as assets that the person can search based on. And I think we should try to move away from that. If that's the case, it might not be that, indexing locations, if they take more than a couple days, they should actually just be correct that they get broken up into small chunks, and therefore have, give guidance on really coordinating what are the indexing locations we have, chunk them out of reasonable and allow people to index it, but then that way we can really just provide support and to others that might be helping index the data, or we would obviously be doing something ourselves. I mean, I did that as fast as possible. I know you guys jump on the call. What does that sound like to you?
So when we say the older architecture, we're talking about like as it stands today, because the way that Derek walked me through it, we're pretty far off to where we want to be in terms of how Odin's going to operate in the future.
Yeah, well, I think the concept is that we have, I think we should finish this. Yeah, I think it's closer to the open architecture today. We should talk about that, because I don't know. Yeah, we should discuss that.
Okay.
Yeah. So I want to discuss, like, if this is crazy, we would see their needs, but
Hola.
Hey, how's it going?
How are y'all?
Busy. I tell you, I almost missed it tonight. Me and my extremely busy life, I'm having to move things around to join these meetings, and I'll be glad when this damn thing's over.
You know what? I'm normally at least a glass of wine or two deep by this point, and on my couch watching TV. So I'm gonna look forward to my lazy lifestyle again. Yeah.
Yeah, not this dude, unfortunately, but
No.
active kids, and Wednesday night's my mountain bike ride night with my buddies, and they're still riding, and I'm on a call talking about our class reunion. That's all good though.
I had to call my boss.
Hopefully.
Oh yeah.
Well, I'm all about like, let's just get right to it. This girl hadn't had dinner yet, about to eat my arm.
Oh, I just crammed my mouth full of whatever my wife cooked for dinner, so I guess I'm good.
I just got off another call for work, and so I haven't had time to cook anything yet. So, whew, I
Oh, goodness.
keep telling my roommate, I was like, you need to come back. Like this, me taking care of all of this and you being gone for work is just not working for me.
Well, guess what? We're almost there, right? Not too
Yeah.
much longer now.
Y'all, I really don't have any questions or things. Like, I feel like it's just more so like we got to finalize what we've been talking about. I didn't have any issues with that contract that you sent out either. I thought it all looked good to me.
We need to figure out how to get her paid based upon the contract terms. We're quickly approaching the deadline to get that done. I'll circle back with her tomorrow, and I can pay her. That's no problem. Yes, I do have PayPal, so we can do PayPal back to me, or if you guys have checks or whatever.
Yeah, I'm just realizing that I need to sign in and track those checks. I haven't gotten them yet.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that's a big one because we've got that, and we've got the glassware in which it's going to be paid by the Vail, just to make things easier. So we have an account already with them. We'll pay it. Just need to pay us back for the glassware. I talked to them. Everything's on track. We'll probably have them by the 11th. And I'll get them. I'll wash them in our dishwasher and have them ready to go for the event. The only other updates I had, there's two big ones actually. The TV and the TV stand. They charge like $250 for that, and I said no, that's way too much. So I'm going to bring my own TV. We have a table that we'll put it on, and I know Erica's bringing her laptop, so that saves us $250 there. So no worries there. So food, security is taken care of. I talked to Mark. He's ready to rock and roll. I gave him instructions on what we need from him. He's good with that. The Vail's going to be jumping that night. We apparently we have an oyster roast that night too, as well as a stout release. So there'll be a lot of people there, which is good. I think it'll be very lively and spirited that night. So that's good. Oh, the only other thing is, and this is a major line item that we didn't account for, and that's the DJ. We are not doing DJs anymore, which means that I thought we would have a DJ there for our event, which means we wouldn't have to pay for it. But we're not doing DJs anymore on the weekends, which means we would have to pay for the DJ. Chinnery is $300. That's his charge. I think we may be good though with the additional tickets that we have sold. It may cover, but if not, we'll have to come out of pocket, or I'll have to come out of pocket. I'm paying for the beer anyway, so
What?
Yeah.
Since when?
Yeah, I mean we're giving pours, right? We're doing the 6-ounce pour with the glass, so everyone will get a 6-ounce pour, which is on me. That's no worries. But the DJ part.
You don't need to do that. What is that? You don't need to do that. That should come out of our budget.
Well, we don't have that in our budget though. We don't have enough money.
I thought we factored that in.
Did we?
I thought so.
I don't know. I mean, based off of, let's take a look, because I know that I know there's a updated spreadsheet. I mean, we have the 614 and then we have the 2500 for the food. I mean, right there, it's almost close to what we have in budget, right? Unless I'm completely wrong.
Okay, let me just go and make sure of like the costs that we do have from what, because I haven't had a chance to go into the Excel document. I was going to put that in there.
So food is 25.
And I'll go on Amazon and see
What's
what
up,
it
John?
was.
How are you?
Good.
Yeah, we have
Can't
100.
hear. So
22.
let me see.
Yeah, food is 2,500.
Yeah, food's 2,500. I think we did 130 people times $20 per head, or 120 people times 30 per head, or times 20 per head. Sorry. We do 125. Yeah, we did 125 people times $20 per head. That's 2,500 for food. All their expenses would be. I mean, Mark said he would only charge us 50, but I think we agreed upon giving him $100.
And what's that for?
That's the security fee. And he's going to do everything for us. He's going to check names. He's going to give the glassware. He'll be out front all evening, so we don't have to have anyone manning that station. And then the 614, which you already have, budgeted for the glassware. I mean, guys, it was 100. You saw the invoice. The freaking shipping and handling just kills you, right? I mean, $100+ in shipping and handling. And that's something that I didn't even think about.
Yeah. All right, so then I just put the DJ in there temporarily, so now we're down in there. Well, we're at $402 left in our budget. So we need like tablecloths and all that stuff, right?
Well, the tablecloths we have, we're just going to do decorative, things on the tables, right?
I mean, like the cake, and then
Oh yeah, the cake and stuff like that. Yeah.
So I'm trying to pull up my Google Docs. I don't know why it's being so stupid right now. I'm about to kick it. So the other thing I know that we had, so if we wanted to do, here it goes finally, the pipe and drape, that was basically $50.
Yeah.
And then we had in here, did we have any gratuities that we needed to leave for the food? I mean, probably not, right? Because it's not like anybody's saying to serve it.
Yeah, she's not serving anything. No, I mean, all that's baked into her actual fixed cost. So I wouldn't leave any gratuities because it's not like they're serving the actual meal. That's just my opinion.
Yeah. And I took off, John, how we talked about doing that banner out front. I was just like, that's not critical. And that's probably going to be $50. Like, so I was like, I'm just going to take that off. That's not a big deal. And then all of the stuff for the decorations, like there's no cost to that. Erica has everything.
My stuff came to $97.91. That was a subtotal, so that's $100 for all the plates and stuff.
Okay.
$100.
Yeah, plates. I got the 240 cups were $11.94. The blue napkins, 125 a pack, was $6.86 a piece, and I had to get 4 packs. The clear plastic plates, 6 1/4 inch plates, were $15. Huh?
Out of here. These kids.
Were $15.79 for 110, and I ordered and I had 3 of them.
Hey
and
guys, hold on real quick. Hold your thought, Joy. Say hello to Ethan.
Hello, Ethan.
Hi. Elias, where are you? Hey, they're interrupting us. I'm sorry. Get out of my office. What? Sorry, guys.
Yeah, that was awesome.
All right. Sorry, Joy. Didn't mean to do that.
And then 300 plastic forks were $11.64.
Joy, did you already order all of that? Do we just owe you for that now?
I didn't. I can order it. I didn't because I know I talked to you and you said something about, I was going to ask you tonight exactly what you're talking about because it's all just sitting in my checkout. You were going to use a credit card, but I didn't know how to get it to you. So, I mean, I can do either.
Is it like an Amazon account? Is that what
Yeah.
you ordered it on?
Uh-huh.
And then, so one of two things. I could even give you the card number and that type of thing, or you can just take a screenshot of what's in your cart. Because do you have Amazon Prime by chance?
Yeah. Hold on one second. I did. I don't know if it's expired. Well, you know, I just ordered something off of it. But see, Amazon Prime only works for the stuff that's coming directly from Amazon, right? Does it work for the people, the third-party sellers?
Yeah, they
A
can
lot
be a
of
third
times.
party.
Oh, okay. Because I didn't know if 2-day free shipping applied to the third-party sellers.
For some of them, not all of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's because I just ordered something for my daughter's guitars, and I ordered a book and some little fingertip protectors, and one of them there was free shipping and 2-day because it was Amazon, and then the other I had to pay $3.99 because it was like a third-party vendor. So I don't know.
Well, Alex, do you mind transferring like $200 over to the Spark account? Or are you okay if I sign into PayPal and go do it? I just didn't want to do it and not talk to you.
No, I don't.
So cool.
You want
So
me to just
Joy,
put it,
like if you just give me,
Oh, okay. I was gonna say I can just call you and you can put in the number, call you separately from this.
yeah,
Right
no, that's
after,
cool.
and we can put the number in and just get it ordered.
Mm-hmm. Cool.
Okay.
That or either, do you have PayPal, Joy?
Yeah.
So if you want to put it on your card, Alex, we could just like PayPal her the money right over to it and be done with it.
I think that's what we're gonna have to do. I think I'm gonna have to PayPal John and PayPal Joy. Y'all just tell me how much and the email address.
Yeah, it doesn't matter for me. Whenever we can get to it, I'll take care of everything that needs to be taken care of from the catering standpoint. I think she wants. I forget what she wants in the contract, but I'll take care of it. I'll speak with her tomorrow and get it done.
I mean, I just transferred the $2,500 to your account, and you can pay her half now and half later. Either way, I'm still gonna have
Okay, whatever works, man. I'm all about keeping things simple, so whatever works.
So Alex, when we're making those transfers, is there a way to include like the details of what's in it? When I go to do the taxes for the nonprofit org, I'll just need to be able to categorize those. So if we're paying through PayPal, can we just make lots of notes on the transfers?
Yeah.
Sweet, thanks. So Joy, is that cool with you? You order it, and then we'll just get with Alex about the PayPal, and then we'll transfer money to you.
Yeah, that's fine. I might have to get some different. A couple of the things aren't allowing me to do expedited shipping. They're only allowing standard shipping, and it says 2 to 28 business days, and I just don't want to. I mean, it'll probably come sooner.
Yeah, I would try to find something that's on Prime.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So I'll have to redo it, but yeah, that's fine. Alex, I can just text you what the amount is afterward, or send you an invoice or something.
Oh yeah, I mean you can text me what the amount is. Just more importantly, I need to know what email address you use for PayPal.
That's a good question. Hold on. All right, when I find, we don't have to waste time now doing it. I'll text you afterward because I can't remember which email address I've used for PayPal. I'm gonna have to log in and see.
Okay. So, yeah,
So let's see.
For me, I guess it looks like we're gonna need the DJ for $300.
You've already got that in there, which is great.
Yeah. So right now we're down to $252.
So then the other expenses that we had, at least from before, the cake here, I wrote that in here and what that was. I think it was $50 just to do that one sheet cake, not to do like the huge one. So we only needed $50 for that.
We're not doing the huge sheet cake? Is that what you said?
We were, but we just weren't going to do the two, I think, because Erica said that the one was only $50.
Okay.
And then we don't need to print the photos anymore, so we don't have any copies for that or anything for the images. So there's no cost, I don't think, for Erica. Everything that she's getting, she already has, including the centerpieces. And then the only other thing that I would have would just be the name tags. So that's not going to be anywhere close to that.
And we need a punch. That shouldn't be but $20 at the most.
Yeah. So I think what we need to put on here, oh, the plates and everything was $100. So yeah, I think put on here maybe, well, I'll just make sure. I'll go look at the name tags. But I'm not too worried about that. I think that'll be fine. So I think we're good to pay for the DJ. Like, John, is it too late to get them?
Oh no, he's already booked. I was gonna, even if we didn't have the budget, I was just gonna pay for it. So yeah, he's good.
And then do we have any other like PayPal expenses that you think that we might have, or from Eventbrite, an invoice?
Eventbrite, they take theirs off the top. So when people pay their money, they pay an additional $1 or something to cover the Eventbrite.
So what are those invoices that we get for? Is that for PayPal?
No, that's for Eventbrite.
Okay. Gotcha.
So we don't have the draft boards budgeted.
We don't have the budgeted?
No. And what are they per pour?
Well, here's the thing, they're usually $6 for a half pour, but I can get it, probably half price. I may be able to discount it even more. So, I mean, we probably have to look at, to be on the safe side, $3 per pour times 122. I guess that's how many people we have, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we don't have that 366 in the budget.
That's 366. Yeah.
I had no idea. I did not know that you were paying for that. I would have said we need to charge more for the tickets.
I don't know how. I don't know how we overlooked, because I remember talking about the pours.
Yeah. Don't worry about it. Whatever we have that's left over, we just pay towards it, and I'll come out and pay for the rest. Hey, listen, I make money every day.
What does it look like we have left right now?
$200.
$200.
200. So it would be about 166 over.
Yeah, and I'll cover that. Don't worry about it. Just money. Just money. That's it. I more so would like to have a good time than worry about budget and all that good stuff. So, no worries.
All right, but I still think we got to figure that out
among the committee members.
We're in the red.
In the red, baby. Hey, that's a budget. It wouldn't be a budget if you're not in the red.
It would be about $26 or $27 a piece if we split it amongst ourselves.
Listen, we're building a barbecue place in Scott's Addition called ZZQ Barbecue. It won't be open until the beginning of the year. The guys that we're business partners with, they thought that they were going to be in the black the entire time from a budget standpoint. I said, "You're crazy. You think you're going to be in the black the entire time whenever you do a project." And we're in the red right now. We're in the red by like $35,000. But guess what? The project's still moving forward, and everybody's happy, and we'll still open probably before January 1st. So sometimes, it's not all about the budget. We invested, I don't know how much time, a year? How long have we been working on this thing? So, let's just make it happen. Don't worry about the small stuff. I'll take care of it, and have a good time.
Well, I'm just trying to think about ways we can cut corners. Because I'm thinking, do we absolutely have to have a cake? Like,
no. Everything that we talked about, we're going to have, so we're not going to cut any corners. We're going to do what we have to do, and we'll make it work either way. I'll see if, in worst case scenario, I'll see if Vail would be willing to donate, but I doubt it. We make, we're already going to take a 50% hit on the actual draft pours. FYI, draft pours is where we make our money. The margins are exponential on draft pours. So, with me being able to cut it in half, that'll be even great. But I may be able to do a little bit something more. Don't worry about it. We'll figure it out.
All right.
Can we charge
We're gonna figure it out.
50% more on the regular draft pours? After the free one?
That's the thing. $6 per draft pour. That's our lower end of the spectrum. Most of our draft pours are anywhere between $7.50 for a half pour. But again, Don't worry about it. We'll be fine.
Them to the more inexpensive pours.
No, I mean most.
So
I mean,
the one draft pour, they're going to be able to get whatever they want, even if it's a high end.
yeah. So for what I'm doing is, whatever is on the board, they can get, and there's going to be delineation between the actual price point of some of the beers. But for us, we'll have a special register. We can get whatever we want. So that's what I'm saying. The average is $6. So if I just take the average and do a 50% reduction, it would be $3, and that's where the 366 is derived. But there's going to be some folks that may not even want a draft pour, right? They may not drink beer at all. So we may be on the high side of it. Either way, don't worry about it. We'll be fine.
All right. I don't like it, though, just for the record.
I'm glad you don't like it, but I'm not going to give you an option not to like it. How about that?
All right, we'll figure it out. Okay. So anything else you think we need to be thinking about?
I think the main things were the music, which would be very integral to our entertainment. So that's taken care of. Security, meaning that we don't have to work the front door. That's taken care of. The facility, that's taken care of. And that's a huge savings for us. I mean, I can't remember how much everyone else was charging. I think $1,500 or something silly. What else? I think those are all the main things. So
what do we have to do for that contract for the caterer?
We got to fill it out and pay her. If you guys don't mind, I'll fill it out and I'll share the executed document with everyone, and I'll send it over to us simply because I'm here in Richmond, and make sure everything's good and we're good to go. Same thing with the glassware. It's just everything's going through the Vail because we have an account. We'll pay them, and you just pay Vail back based off of the invoice. Just makes things easier because we don't have an account with them or anything like that. We'd have to set up an account and all that good stuff. So
yeah,
being a one-time expense, it just made sense.
Do you have the name of the the nonprofit to put into the contract?
I do not.
Here, let me tell you what that is.
If you send me that information, that would be great.
Yeah, I think it's just HHS class of 97. Here, I can tell you in 2 seconds.
Or if you want to fill out the contract and send it back, either way, I mean, whatever works.
Okay. It's
Since
really
you already
just
have
that
all
one
the
piece.
Yeah, it's just the one piece there.
Yeah, you just need the title.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's HHS class of 97 reunion committee. That's what it's called.
How about you just send that to me?
Alex,
I will.
Yeah. That way I
my
won't mess.
PayPal is my Hotmail account. Do you have that?
Your Hotmail account?
Joy_bells. The old one. I'm sure you have it somewhere.
I've never been the recipient of funds on PayPal. I've always been the person that's paying. How does that work? It's linked to whatever account you have on the file.
So it's gonna go into your PayPal balance, and then you have to transfer it into your bank account.
I got you.
It's pretty fast too. What I like about it, it's not like waiting for a check to clear. It's almost like instant.
Okay.
So what I'm gonna do is, no matter how many transactions or how many things I have to send money to a person for, like John, I think we're up to like 3 or 4 things. I'm gonna send individual transactions and then document those.
Okay.
That'd be great. That's perfect. Thank you.
Alex.
You're breaking up. What did you say? No matter
I said
what?
I'm going to send individual transactions through PayPal to the people who I need to transfer money to. So like for you, it'll be just one thing because, you're doing it for just that for one particular concept. But for John, he has 3 different things so far: catering, DJ, and security. So I'm going to make 3
okay.
4 things, actually. Glassware, too.
Yeah, glassware. Yeah, whatever's on the list. That's
Got you.
That's
All right. Yeah, I mean, guys, I'm excited. I really think we're gonna have a good time. I don't know if you guys know Jason or Tank from class of 9. You know Tank? We're taking our really good friends.
Yeah. Or was he 90? No, was he 95 or 96?
Yeah, 95, I think.
Yeah.
Our really, really good friends, and we have this like little bourbon and cigar group that we hang out with all the time, and he's a part of that. And I was talking to Tank over the weekend, actually. They had such a good time at their reunion, and he said that, man, I wish we had it at the Vale because we would have had even more of a good time. And he said that, just, seeing people and just, talking to folks that you haven't seen in 20 years. I mean, all of that is invaluable, right? You can't put a price tag on that. So I'm excited to see everyone. I mean, there's certainly some folks that I haven't seen in forever. So yeah, it's going to be a good stuff. Oh, I know what I had to tell you guys. So the Friday after the game, Cap Ale House, we talked about that to Chris again about arrangements. And he said, basically, we can do whatever we want. He said, most people like to hang out at the bar, on the main bar, simply because it's more social. You get to see folks and stuff like that. And I said, well, if you think that works, then let's do that. And he said, absolutely, that's no problem. We can just hang out at the bar. But they also have a private event space. I said, dude, I'm going to put you in a headlock if you try to charge me for it. He was like, well, it's business, and I understand that. But he said that most people that have big functions like that like to kind of congregate around the bar, and their bar area is pretty cool. So, I mean, it's completely up to us, but, we kind of will have a bartender, maybe or two bartenders assigned directly to us, and we can have a good time at the bar. Depending upon how many people actually show up. I mean, I'm going to be there either way. We'll see. So that's not going to cost us anything other than whatever drinks you
Cool.
buy or purchase.
No, that's awesome.
And did we publicize that? Did
Yolanda
put that on the Eventbrite or on the Facebook page?
I'm not sure.
But I never did check to see if that was the case.
I don't know. I think she might have been waiting for some kind of confirmation.
Well, I mean, we can just say, hey, guys, after the game, we'll assemble at the Capitol Ale House in Short Pump, with the address, and feel free to come and hang out if you like.
Cool. You know what? I do need to send out that reminder for Erica about the pictures. Do you just want to send, do you just want me to say that and to say also, like, hey, this new thing, like, there's nothing formal planned. It's really just sort of like impromptu if after the game on Friday night, and just include it in that one message?
Yeah, that would be awesome.
Okay. So I just want to make sure, Capitol Ale House.
That would be awesome.
In Short Pump.
Yeah, it's the Innsbruck location. If you like, I can get you the address.
I can Google it, no worries.
Okay.
And then what, like following the game for like 2 hours? Do we want to put like...
Yeah, just a couple hours. Yeah, I mean, the game will last until what, 9:30ish? We're old now, so, like 11:30 is late for us.
That's my bedtime.
I tell you, man, it's so funny. My wife and I, we have friends that own nightclubs and stuff here in Richmond. And we went out for someone's birthday, and it was midnight, and we were on the dance floor, and we had VIP, and there was like this lounge chair, like literally elevated from the dance floor, and I fell asleep in the lounge chair at midnight with music just blaring in my ear. So that's just confirmation of how old I am, right? My wife's like, you're no longer allowed to go to a dance club because apparently all you want to do is sleep.
No judgment. I fall asleep on my couch all the time, so I don't think I'm far off of being able to fall asleep in a bar.
12 o'clock and I'm out.
Okay, so perfect. I'll put that in there, and then I'll connect to with, like, just so that you guys know, I was going to take care of the name tags. I put it in the group, and I wasn't trying to take something away from Shelly. It was so much easier just to drag and drop it over there. So I'll have all of those ready. My only other question, just from a planning purposes, knowing that we probably need to set up like the glasses, get out the tickets, put out the name tags. What time should we plan on being there to do some of that setup based on, when people start coming into the bar and stuff like that?
Well, block that off. I'll probably be there for the most part of the afternoon. We open at 4 o'clock. We're going to lock that area at 4 o'clock. Event happening that day from 4 to 8 p.m. It's a oyster roast. I didn't even know about this until recently. Special stout release, which means there's going to be a lot of people there, which is, in my opinion, even better because the folks are going to pull up and like, man, this place is jumping. But I'll be there at probably 4:30ish. Doesn't mean you have to be there, but I'll start getting things done, like moving the furniture out, getting the TV set up, things of that nature. I would say if you guys would like to come like an hour early, to start setting up and getting things done. I mean, there's not a lot of setup, so I don't think it's going to require a lot of, manual labor. But I would love to have someone there while we're setting up just to make sure that we're all on the same page from a logistics, from a flow, from a, make sure everything works. And then kind of take it from there. So I would say an hour early or so, but I'll do most of the grunt work before you guys get there.
Well, and if it's okay with you, I might plan on asking the person from for the pipe and drape to meet about that time too. So it'll be there before it's too crazy or chaotic and too many things are in place. Does that work?
I'll be there, and I'll set up a sign saying this is closed for a private event, so we don't have any general population coming in. Then we'll change that sign to closed for Hermitage High School class of '97 reunion. And that way we can direct people into the front door. And Lauren, you know exactly what I'm talking about. The front double doors there will be the main entrance, and we'll have Mark sitting outside of those double doors, checking names and giving the long stemware and so forth.
Great. And I'm going to plan on bringing like a list so that he can kind of highlight and mark those people off. So that way he'll know too, this is the person that's already gotten a glass. Alex, one thing I noticed, I just signed into the Eventbrite. What did you have as like the starting amount on that budget? I just closed it. And of course it's going to take like 20 minutes to reopen.
Starting amount?
Yeah. Were you looking at that from the PayPal? For the amount that was in there. It just looked like there was a little bit more from the Eventbrite. And so I didn't know if maybe some money hadn't fully transferred over to the PayPal yet. That's all I was thinking about.
Yeah, I was looking in PayPal right now. We have $3,916.
Okay. Because it looks like the net sales from the dashboard are closer to like 4,000. So I might want to go. I might take a look and just see if there's something that didn't transfer over to PayPal or some odd reason. Because maybe we got some more money for you, John.
I'm good either way. Don't sweat. We'll be fine.
So.
Yeah, the net sales and the gross sales, that's the amount that we should have in PayPal.
I thought it would have been the net sales amount was the total.
Yeah.
Either way, that's splitting hairs. I just thought I was finding some more money for you.
I mean, I should look into that discrepancy. See if we could.
It does look exactly 125 tickets. So that's what we told for the contract, right?
Yeah, 125. Glad we did that.
Yeah, that like on the money. Good call. So, all right, great. Well, I don't think there's anything else. See you guys?
No, I think we're good.
Whoop, whoop.
Try it next Wednesday. Let's make sure that everyone's on the phone, on the call if we can. So that way everyone's sharing their, thoughts, final thoughts, and all that good stuff. But no, I'm looking forward to it. I think we're gonna have an epic time for sure.
It's gonna be awesome. All right, we all have a good night. Thanks for everything.
All right, guys, take care.
All right.
Good night.